Okay. So... Oh. Kinda sad. He's the one who, like, died instantly.
In due time.
Like, literally instantly. Okay. What? Oh, wait, wait. Oh, that's what I wanted to try earlier, like an alchemist kit, which you have. Can you buy kits from this guy, like scribe kits, scroll kits? Neophyte. Patient. Hmm. He doesn't have the kit I want. I want the alchemist kit and I want a scribe's good kit. Oh, look, I'm reading the books even. Like, oh, I completely forgot about it. I will read the books if I have looted the. I think you can loot all of the stuff outside, can't you? Like I would assume. Oh, loot. You're like, well, that's it. No, no, no! Don't run over the grease. Don't do it. Who is Joran Wayne? This is a brother of some. Oh yeah, a new face in the city. You picked a good time to come to Canabras. As you can see, we're in sore need of warriors. Show me your wares. It's like, you. Aha. Okay. Armor vigilance against sneak attacks. Return dagger. Oh god, this is like great. Even in constitution damage, great. Detainer. Light crossbow of force. Holy hell, whenever it deals a critical hit, it deals 2d4 force damage for enemies. That's insane. Like, to be honest, it's a great ability. Like, one of the best I've seen so far. It is not much damage, but it's like AoE, and whenever you crit. Sorry, it would be better on a bow for me. Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, okay, it's kind of expensive. It's 7k. What else do we have? What else does this guy have? Devastating blow from above. What is this thing? Is it a spear? Long spear, two-handed. Does he have like bows? I would literally give everything for even a better bow. Because like I still think Lan is the best one in the team when it comes to damage. Yeah, I'll just check on the later. No.
All according to plan.
Please. Let me set up. Okay. Resting.
Time's not waiting.
She's pretty good in both, to be honest. Like, it's... I still need this... Wait, didn't the other one sell too? This guy? Show me the scores you're selling. Yeah, that's what I meant. He's selling it too. Isn't he selling like a scribe kit? Just want to try it once. It's just like I don't want to do it like the other. Oh, alchemist kit, level 1. Okay, those are expensive. The level 3 ones. Let's just go for this one. Wait, this skull scribers kit, level 1. I just want to see how it works. Like it's probably like from how I understand it, it probably works like you just have it in your inventory and you can always use it. Like that's it. And you can just use it for like level 1 stuff, and later you can go for like higher stuff. Yeah, that's what I meant. Like you just need like those alchemist ingredients. Like for this one, and for the scroll you need to do the same. Yeah. That's what I meant. That's kind of cool. Just go for summon once I want to try. Oh, this is like 100%. This is always 100%. Just take this one. That's okay. And we go for the... This is like a great thing, to be honest. That's like one of the great additions, feels like. With the crafting. Like you have so much...
Boy, I want to determine how many balls of mud can be speared on the horn of a tiefling.
Listen, Nenio, how about we swap out the mud for nice, freshly baked rolls? It'll make the experiment more interesting, and I promise to stand very, very still.
Okay. Yeah, well, I think like the crafting idea on this one is like just awesome. With the scroll and alchemy. That's exactly what I... Like that's... You can literally craft what you need in this situation. Like it's just awesome. Like it's just great. Really good addition to the game. Like for me this is like one of the best additions. And like the second one is the camera turning. Okay. What do we get? Like does he have like... Do we have some new weapons maybe? Like is there something dropped? There's like a short spear, cold iron short spear, that's okay. A flail, heavy flail of weakness. Okay, it's not too bad. The thing is like it's two-handed, which is kinda... I have no character which could actually kinda benefit from it. Like she is still kinda... That's still kinda weird what she has like weapon-wise. I would literally give her like a club. Take her shield. Doing this one. She can't take it. Can't be equipped by this character. Oh, come on. Does she like not have any? Can she equip actually? Like this character is a weird one. Like I still don't get why she has like 2 weapons in her hands. I have no idea why. Like from the start, it's like maybe later on okay, but like from the start, it's kind of weird. Yeah, 2 weapon fighting feat. Without it, they will suffer massive penalties in attack rolls. Yeah, I know. But she shouldn't be attacking. She's a healer. Stunt Rain. Okay, we're going for the books now. All the stuff we can read. We have 22 light one scrolls. Like what? And where are the books? Crusader Burn, like that's the books I took from yesterday, and that's like the books I picked up so far. Like as I said, I didn't read any of them because like this takes time. Shin, beloved brother of mine, for the first time in recent weeks, I found a few spare minutes to write a message for you, friends, and family. Your restless brother Berenger is not dead and gone. Quite the opposite. I'm alive and glad for this chance I've gotten. By joining the Crusader ranks, I've truly found my place for the very first time. Can you imagine? I can already hear your disapproving retort. Berenger, that scoundrel. He now thinks himself a hero, but believe it or not, these days, my intentions are further from any esteemed titles or glory than ever before. I joined the Crusaders out of boredom, out of horrible melancholy that clouded my mind and filled it with dark thoughts. But for some reason, a slacker and a drunk such as I, who has done nothing worthwhile in his whole life, happened to gain the favor of the repentant Arandae. On the 15th day of battle, surrounded by the loyal devotees, stained up to my elbow in the demon blood, I gave in to my comrade's influence and offered a prayer to the inheritor. And my prayers were answered. From that day onward, I was not just a crusader, I was a paladin of Arandae. Able to smite abyssal monsters with the power lent me by the divine. Will you recognize me, Shin? Should I return home? I've changed, I can feel it myself. Arandae gave my life purpose, offered me a weapon to slay the enemies of Golarion. By the inheritor's name, I won't betray her trust. Please send my heartfelt regards to our poor mother and show her this letter. Visit father's grave for me, and never forget about me. They are surrounding by the horns again. Demon spotted, be well, Shin. May Arandae's blessing be with you, your brother Berenger. Okay. Guess he found his fate. Tomb of the Minotaur, sermons from the labyrinth. Almighty be our Lord, formidable and sublime. His body is a bastion of flesh, rising up above all minotaurs. His head, with the visage of a goat, is crowned with horns of flame. His shoulder and raiment are emblazoned with great runes, telling of his wisdom and might. In his hand he wields Azaghal, his death-bringing scarlet glaive. Its dark blade cleaves and torments those who clinch to false virtues and who grovel before gods. Hail Baphomet, hail Lord of the Beasts of Golarion and Lord of the Labyrinth. Hail the Scion of Baphomet, the mighty house, uncountable in number. I speak the truth. Bow down before our Lord and Master, and let his will lead you. Worship at his feet, and you shall receive what he desire. Of course, like I don't know where to put it. Like it's just like, okay, I'm reading it. I can't really put it somewhere. It's like, do I have to fight this Minotaur somehow later on? It's just like a legend, like just a story. And I can't say what's like happening with it actually. The demon stories told by Spirits and Night of Harrowed, Hands, Canabras, Medium Alliance Publishing. The demon puts two plates on a table in front of me, on each a bleeding human heart. Look, he says, the right one belongs to a noble and righteous man, a loyal servant of Arandae. The left one is the heart of a murderer and scoundrel, but something tells me they taste exactly the same. I remain silent and don't move. I couldn't if I tried. One of my hands is pinned to the white armrest, with a knife thrust to the hilt. The other similarly pinned helpless on the table. Demon circles and carefully brushed away a strand of hair that struck to my forehead. The silence saddens me. Don't waste your time on this performance, monster. I say, though I have scarcely the energy to breathe. If you wish to touch me, go ahead. If you want to kill me, then kill me. My life is in your hands, but my soul is not and never will be. The hearts on the plates in front of me continue oozing blood. They've only just been ripped from their owners' bodies. The right one apparently belonged to my partner, the left to the criminal we were escorting. But the demon who had set his lair in the old mill killed without discrimination. He walks around the armchair and stops being behind my back, lays a clawed hand on my shoulder. This is not a performance at all, it's a feast, and I will be sated. No, not with this. He can see my eyes still on the hearts. With you, it's your heart. With you, it's your heart. That's in front of me right now, so helpless. The claws on my shoulders tighten a bit. Goddess, help me endure. After a moment, the demon continues. You know what you don't understand. You zealous servant of law and good. He seems like the sound of his own voice. He seems to like the sound of his own voice. It was you who brought us to your land. The more of you who gather here at the edge of the Worldwound, so brave, burning with the righteous wrath, the more like me will come from the abyss. It's not because we want to win a war and conquer the world. Perhaps our lords want this, but trust me, they are as far removed from their subject as your lords and kings are from you. No, we come for those like you, for the persistent and the proud who don't break until the end. For those whose suffering is sweet and lasts, for the sweets. He appears in front of me again, licking his lips. I will never know what he will, that he will never grant me a quick death. I well know, sorry, I well know. Okay. Interesting. So, that's like really interesting, to be honest. Like that's, so the lower demons doesn't even want to fight, actually. They just want to break wills. Okay, Hiller and the Spin of Nightmares, the book, the first of the astonishing exploits of Venture Captain Hiller, published by the Pathfinder Society. The Spin of Nightmares let out a fiendish laugh and the rose wind up, sending the sound rippling across the roof of the cavernous temple into the darkening sky. To care protect him, the demon worshipper performed a graceful pirouette as though he were mocking the ungainly venture captain, who was slowly picking his way across the slippery of roof tiles. You may have saved into Clitus today, but you won't save everyone who gets in my way. I will always be the one step ahead, plunging a dagger into the heart of this fool and sullying your path with blood that you will never be able to wipe clean. Hiller lost his footing once again, and only by miracle did he not go plummeting to his death. His heart threatened to beat right out of his chest, but his mind was consumed with the feverish awareness of how close he was to his target. Only a few dozen paces separated him. Shit, where was I? Separated him from the Spin of Nightmares. There we go, like in the middle. Yeah. Close enough to shoot. But the venture captain wanted to be sure the bolt wouldn't kill her. Merely maim and immobilize her. The hand crossbow that Hiller concealed under the folds of his cloak was throwing off his balance. The jig's up, the Spin of Nightmares. The venture captain leaned forward as though trying to catch his breath. A diversionary tactic designed to weaken the vigilance of the villain who seemed to be waiting. Wait a second. That's my... I'm not playing too long. Okay, what is going on? The hand crossbow that Hiller concealed under the folds of his cloak was throwing his balance. The jig's up on the Spin of Nightmares. The venture captain leaned forward as though trying to catch his breath. A diversionary tactic designed to weaken the vigilance of the villain, who seemed to be waiting for something on the peak of the roof. You have a chance to save your pathetic life. Surrender now. The spinner of nightmares froze as if considering the captain's words before lunging forward like a snake and spitting with contempt. You will never see her again. Click twang, the whistle of the bolt released from its cradle, and the swish of the spinner of nightmares cloak as she dodged the shot, laughing. Hiller let out a bellow, pouring all of his hatred and despair into the shout, dashed forward and, slipping on the roof, tumbled to his knees, gripping a jagged roof tile with his last remaining strength. The venture captain swallowed a grunt of pain and raised his head, only to watch his daughter's abductor be swept away in the black light. I will find you, the spinner of nightmares. Hiller shouted his shout seemed to carry far and wide across the whole of Mendeleev. I'll find you and I'll tear out your suspicious heart. Okay. I guess there's not much to comment on this one. So the only thing I'm wondering is like, do we get a quest later on? We can like save his daughter somehow, or maybe she's like a demon already. I don't know. Kinda something like that. Convoy of the Faithful. As soon as the supplies for the festivities had been brought to the cities and the heralds had spread the news throughout the localities, the celebration began. Thousands of Canabresians took to the streets to hail their sour defenders. Trumpeters and drummers opened the procession with the orders of following behind. The Crusaders' brethren, with their gleaming steel and their banners flying high. The first to come were ever-bright Crusaders, the most virtuous and righteous of all of Canabra's defenders. So deep was their devotion that when they confronted with the shouted greetings and glinting of adoring eyes, many of the knights began to pray as though attempting to ward off sinful pride. Leading the contingent and flanked by higher-ranking Crusaders was the Order's commander, the esteemed Sire Cobelan, who is a father to his soldiers and a mentor to his recruits. Next came to the Order of the Flaming Lance. Those indefatigable like this one's like so hard. Indefatigable persecutors of evil and vice, renowned for their dodges and fortitude. A heavy shadow veiled the faces of those crusaders who often have witnessed the monstrous nightmares of the Worldwound, and who daily risk their very souls in service of the vulnerable and defenseless. Commander Mia, famed for his scholarship in Saga City, marched with the Order's rank and file. The procession continued with the Crusaders of the Order of the Sunrise Sword. At the sight of their banners, many in the crowd began singing songs and ballads composed long ago by the valiant souls of this order. The spark of inspiration that once breathed life into poetry and odes has grown among the members of his order into a blaze of righteous purpose, which has allowed it to wage war against the Abyss with even greater success. Asher's Trigger led his order, nodding to the welcome crowds. Oh god, this is like hard to read so much. Also in evidence among the pennants of the orders were those of the Inquisitors. The followers of Prelate Hulrun, relentless witch hunters who devote. Did this guy already? Yeah, I'm not proud, but I had to. Who devote their days and nights to punishing traitors and heretics, bringing up the rear of the parade. Under the command of Tirablade was the unassuming Eagle Watch, who applied their talents to sniffing out enemy spies in the city. The Eagle Watch was the humblest of all the orders in attendance, surpassed by all the rest in both size and splendor. Proceeding past the gates, the cavalcade made its way through the city streets to the Guard of Honor, leading to greet the noble heroes, along with Terendelev herself in propria persona. Ooh, okay, that's like all about the festivities they had. Next thing is this one. This should be the last. Oh god, and this is like the longest one. Experiment day 1. Today I was able to catch a crusade. I Rory be my witness. It wasn't easy considering my humble physical condition. Luckily it was a scrawny specimen, about 7 pounds, with a wingspan of about 2 and 1/33 feet. When it awoke, that crusade first tried to attack me and then ruin my clothes with his caustic saliva. So in day 3, I've begun my linguistic research. My goal is to study the language of crusades. I'm quite convinced that they have their own dialect. Through understanding their speech, I will be able to understand their way of thinking and convince them to rebel against their lord's tyranny. A revolution will roll through the abyss, and the powerless will rebel against their oppressors. I'm sure that Everbloom Milani will not refuse a patronage even to such creatures as these. If they would break their chains of slavery. Fortunately, the progress is thus far insignificant. I've been able to catalog only 2 words, which I suspect means rent and carry on. The crusade performed both words quite vividly when commenting on my person. Sorry, my voice. While I was entering this record, the crusade management to steal my watch and throw it into the chamber pot. Judging by his spiteful giggling, he's quite delighted about his little joke. And despite the naughty trick, I am somewhat glad. Jokes and pranks are a part of sort of cognitive communication, which I fully intend to establish with the specimen. I grow more and more convinced that I made the right decision in leaving Absalom and Foray Logos, the so-called wise house. More like narrow-minded fools stuck in the past under the sway of the ringleader Chatterbox. The fool of fools, Jubilo is not trouble. Oh, Jubilo is the trouble. This is a gnome from Kingmaker. Okay. Dave never appreciated the progressive nature of my terror theories. Experiment day 4. Like, I don't even know when this game plays. Like, is it like... It's probably after Kingmaker. Just guessing, but... Yeah, I never checked. Today the quasi arms bit my nose off. In response to my shame, I beat him with a wand. Such behavior toward a sentient being is unacceptable, and I repent deeply. I also run out of meat. The specimen I will have to make do with porridge and soup. It's been 3 days since I switched to a vegetarian diet. Oh, so really, thanks for the info, I guess. Yeah, as I said, I didn't check how, like, in which kind of, like, where it kind of plays. So it's century after Kingmaker. So great. Thanks for giving me that information. Wait, where did I? There's so much reading. I'm completely lost in this one. To a vegetarian diet. At first, Crusade refused to eat plant-based food, but then ate some cabbage soup and poked the porridge with his claw. His face looked so tragic. He's exactly like me. I'm looking tragic if I have to tell it. Oh. Experiment day 7. The specimen has completely lost all signs of aggression. At dawn, I was awoken by his moaning. The crusade was rolled up in a ball in the corner, whimpering. Despite its dangerous appearance, it's quite impossible not to feel compassion towards the poor creature. I had to take prompt measures and give the specimen a laxative potion. The crusade now reacts with me with confusion and fear, but at least it's not suffering anymore. Its gastrointestinal tract must have reacted unhappily with the unfamiliar diet. Experiment day 10. What a great day. The switch to a completely bandless diet is complete. The theory that quasids can only eat meat and carrion has been disproven. My eternal opponent, Sir Jabulus, will just have to go drown himself in the river. The quasit has become powerful and easygoing. He no longer tries to eat my boots or feed inside them. The specimen behavior has become gentle and friendly. He shows some interest in ball games and physical exercise. I have named him Packer. Today he initiated communication and attempted to explain a new word to me. By all evidence, he was making up the word during the communication process. For there has never been such a word in the Quas language. The meaning I can understand is safety, comfort, calm. I see no further need to keep Packer on his chain. The experiment has convinced me that the vicious and evil traits attributed to Quasit are acquired habits, not natural or inherited by nature. Over these days, I really have grown fond of him, and by all evidence, Packer likes me too. He's gotten used to napping on my knee while I'm writing my observation in my journal. Maybe someday this Quasit will become my familiar. The current stage of the experiment is complete. Packer and I are soon off to Absalom. The present our finding before Professors Foray Logos and become a scientific sensation. On our way, we make a small detour to Avestan so that Packer will have a chance to better adapt to civilians. I hope the little trickster enjoys the journey. Like, why do I think this is like... There will be another journal and he will probably eat everyone. He will just kill everyone, whatever. Like there's something's happening on this one, I can tell. But yeah. So what do we have to do? First of all, we go outside. Like, from what I think, as soon as we get into the Grey Garrison... But that's not like what I wanted. As soon as we get to the Grey Garrison, we probably get... We probably get close to the next chapter, isn't it? Like, I'm just assuming this. So I guess I'm just going to check on the quests I have. Like, probably not today because I have... Yeah, I have like 10 minutes. I guess I got to go soon. But yeah. There we go. Yeah, I will just go for everything actually. Only thing is, like, there's one I have to do with Camille. Not this one. This one, Graham's Mansion. But I can always switch, can I? Yeah, I can switch. Where to go first? We're going to the party house. Usually I wanted to go to the party house like 2 hours earlier, but I guess there's like... No, we wait this one. There's like so much stuff going on, so I guess we will start with this one next time. The party house. I'm just checking if you have to like fight pretty soon in this one. Okay, still think like that. Okay, we should go like this. You know, the bard is always the the bard is always the one in the middle because of all the buffs. Wait, we'll do something else. We'll do this one. Yeah, that's better. Just check. Yeah, doors after door after door after door. Let's just go to the first one. Can we find in this one? Okay, this one looks like someone's. This one looks like
In due
demons.
time.
Yet another obstacle. Endure this!
Well, casting can. Oh, she can autocast like the. Yeah, I'm checking this one.
Distract them for me.
We don't need any
This will
buffs for them,
hurt.
probably.
Into the fray!
Alright. Can make it autocast. That's a lie. That's a lie.
Make every strike count.
No, he missed.
Time to share your treasures. I didn't know I had it in me.
Here we go. The first aid kit, scroll touch of gracelessness. What does it do? Single touch, you can reduce a creature to a can reduce a creature to a fumbling clown. Okay, that's a pretty cool spell description. Okay, that's great. Like the best spell description I've ever seen. You can make a creature a fumbling clown. Oh, hello. I guess they were partying hard. Partying so hard that demons will come to your party.
Our victory is certain.
Oh, where's the bard? Oh, there's a bard in here. Ranka, okay. Drunk Noble. Oh, this is again, like that's... I don't think this we will do this turn base. That's taking too long again.
Solid plan.
Here we go. That's it. Aranka, Darren. It's knowledge world.
Went splendidly.
You get patterns on the harp. This week the stars and moon, the butterflies and the harmex. The goddess Dana. Aranka. Oh, Darren, like, should I just talk to everyone?
All according to
No,
plan.
knowledge.
Success worthy of
We've got a
praise.
Mendev, ruler of the kingdom and founder of all crusades within the king. Within the creatures of the world. Aranka, Darren, like, I'm just, he looks more important, so I'm just talking to her first. Thank you, stranger, for saving us from the demons and for your timely entrance. I swear I don't know who has enraged me more today. The demons are also sure master of this house. I've got to say, I just hope I don't get any bard as companion. I just hope it, like, because I started with one. I don't want to have two bards. Demons are okay. Demons are aren't the best audience, wouldn't you agree? Performing for them can be pretty unpleasant, but I guess I was at my best today. I detect the professional challenge in your words. The performance I gave the demons was pretty good too, admitted. My friend of Ike's, he asked me to find you and protect me. Ah, okay, wait, that's his apprentice. Okay, I'm a friend of Ike's. Okay, we'll go with this one. Ike's is alive, and he's made a brilliant new friend. It's a shame it had to happen now, when the city was under siege by demons, and those pig-headed inquisitors are pursuing us instead of doing something useful. Do you know where the third one of your group is? How did you end up here? Owen Sounds found me in the Wallflower, and they tried to capture us. I distracted them, and then I lost them in the streets before charming my way into this party. Even if the Inquisitors saw where I went, they wouldn't have been allowed past the door. Owen holds no sway among certain members of the aristocracy, so I picked up a good place to lie low. That is until the demon showed up. She shivers her arms around herself. No, that's more like it. So I have inadvertently been harboring a traitor wanted by the cannabis Inquisition. This day wasn't such a waste after all. I killed Hulrun, he won't threaten me ever again. It's a shame it ended this way for him. Hopefully his successor will keep the Inquisitors in check. Okay. Take the professional challenge in your words. The performance I gave the demons was pretty good, admitted. What should two bards do when they meet amidst the run in the aftermath of a demonic attack? Of course, they will find out who is more talent, who is more song is more. After all, why not? Let's have a challenge. Come on, join in. Oh, Hardy, your frigid embrace is warmed with song and lifted by peace. Well, I win in everyone. Let's just go for diplomacy. Wonderful, that's it. You've outmatched me, admitted. As an honest bard, I owe you some reward for winning a little contest. You know what? Here, take my ring. I was going to order another one anyway. Match my new dresses. I got it. Nice. Awesome. Okay, that's great. Even though I can't see it now. The lines about delivering a wonderful creation from dead were about me, of course. Don't even try to deny it. Okay. I know where the third one is. Wallflower? No idea. If he knows about the demon attack, he won't just hide away. He will go out and try to help people. If he doesn't know, well, you have no chance of finding him. He's a pretty skilled mage, but I doubt he will risk using magic. He'll probably do something the Inquisitors won't expect. Pose as someone, disguise himself. We had a great selection of masquerade costumes in the temple. I know, I'll tie my shawl around your arm. Wallflower gave it to me. He will spot it right away and know you're a friend. If I were you, I would look for him in Canabra's Market Square. Okay? Well, I've got to remember this till next time. Like, I literally have to make a note somewhere here, like on a post-it. Like, wait, I'm just taking a note for now that I don't get it. A wallflower. Wait, what am I doing? You're just going wallflower on marketplace. I have to do it. I would literally forget it if I stop in the next minute. What can I say about him? You break into the walls, and can I get the same on my own? Like, that's what do I want? Like, actually, tell me about yourself. I'm a ranker, Turing bard, and follower of Desna. Many of my fellow bards are rootless misfits who wander around the world, unwilling or unable to live a normal life. For me, that's only partly true. I have a wonderful family. My mother, father, grandmother, and brother. Right now, they are far away, and I'm sure they miss me. But they always have supported me in my vocation, and they let me be free to roam. because they knew that I couldn't be happy while there was so much in the world I hadn't explored and so many places where people might need my help. Okay, what can you tell me about the master of this house? About the count? I've wanted to smash a jug over his head about 5 times today already. He just brings that feeling out into people. It's one of his many talents. Other than that, well, you've probably already heard about the Arandae family. All I can say is that the Count's servants flee this place like rats from a sinking ship. No one ever stays here long, even though he pays them extravagantly. I even heard one servant complain that he's always feels uneasy in the Count's home. Like someone is watching him. Unseen eyes staring in the back of his head. Even if his back is on the wall. Even if he turns around. I don't know if I believe all these tales. But I'm just telling you what I've heard. Yeah, that's the word on the street too. It is mentioned it's the tastiest morsel in the city. But all the thieves are afraid to even set foot in the street. I deliberately talking if I'm not here, excellent. Like any polite house, I should return the favor and act as if you're not here either. Okay. Weird conversation. Next one. But it wasn't a demon trap. You know, living next to the Worldwound and seeing the powerlessness of the Crusaders, it's very hard. We've been trying to defeat the demons for 100 years now. And we have nothing to show for it. I think Green Galfrey and the other leaders think that we can defeat evil if we line up our soldiers in the perfect columns and send them marching off with a steering battle cry. We just need a few more soldiers, a little more discipline, but we've been marching for 100 years and it's always 1 step forward, 2 steps back. And while the soldiers are marching, people like Worldwound are seizing power behind their backs. His fanaticism and cruelty were forged in the same furnace as the Crusaders' righteousness. We will never defeat the demons if we keep trying to march down the same path. We need to change track, I guess. To change our principles, trust our hearts and our friends, not moldering doctrines. We need to listen to any entity that is willing to help us. My friends and I listened that we are trusted and we tried to change something. At least we tried. Even though it didn't work out. Great idea. Marching in straight lines won't work. So let's go attack a demon in a merry band of hopers and dreamers, brimming with enthusiasm and doing just whatever we feel like. When the demons see us coming, they will die of hysterics and our victory will be complete. I have children, that's what you are, but I admit your words stir something in my soul. I wouldn't put you in charge for a military campaign, but I would be proud to fight alongside you. Okay, can you get somewhere on your own? Looks like the Inquisitors aren't busting down the doors just yet, but they're not hiding under the bed, so I think I'm safe for now. I'll be fine on my own. I'll go to the temple to Ix. The Inquisitors must have searched there by now. They won't go back a second time. Have to go? Okay. Yeah, I'll just loot them.
A bright future awaits
All the
us.
stuff. What? Or scrolls. Okay. Darren. What do you have to say?
Valiant stranger who has just burst into my life. I am the master
Okay,
of
his
this
voice.
house, Count Darren Kale.
I smell companion.
Monikers Arandae. No need to introduce yourself. I find remembering insignificant details, such as the name of passing acquaintances, such a bore.
Wow. Bonafide blue bloods and unparalleled aristocracy. All this makes me itch to do something really crass. Ooh, like blow my nose on the curtains.
What are you waiting for, my squamous squire? The curtains in this room are velvet, but we have some excellent silk ones with gold thread elsewhere in the house. Take your pick. My soft furnishings are yours to do with as you wish. I'm quite sick of the place, truly. I shall either sell it or burn it to the ground and build a new mansion in its place.
Okay. Well,
Now that we've finished with the niceties,
that's what you
tell
can
me
do.
this. How did all those thrice-damned demons end up at my soiree?
Calabas runs in ruin, the Skari killed Arandae, the Watson has been captured, and you are asking me why the demons gatecrashed your party. I don't want to alarm you, but the city was attacked by demons led by the Skari. Must have been some party to miss the fact that Cannabis was attacked by a horse of demons in the sky himself. I'm just going with the first.
Cannabis in ruins. Descari. Well, well, well. And I was already lamenting the lack of excitement at my little banquet. Although it must have been tolerable enough if we didn't get notice of a great hulking demon attacking a dragon just outside the window. It seems as though Descari's occasion was altogether more of a crush than mine, if you will pardon the pun.
Okay, what the fuck? What a pun. What should I know about your count? Apart from the fact that you are highborn and very rich, I don't seem very concerned about the city's fate. I expected equivalent. What should I know about your count? Apart from that you are highborn and very
As a
rich.
child, I had my very own pony, but I always dreamed of having a lamb. I was never allowed one. Sheep were seen as peasant animals, utterly unsuitable for the scion of a noble line. The trauma haunts me to this day. I think of it every time I have roast lamb for dinner. I'm sorry
I like
if
this
I
guy
failed
already,
to
like,
sate
what
your
the hell?
curiosity. I loathe talking about myself to people I don't know, even more to those I do know. The only thing worth knowing, aside from the fact that I am highborn and filthy rich, is that I dislike Puritans and demons in equal measure. Well, perhaps demons a tad more.
Okay, you don't seem very concerned about the city's fate.
I have no friends here whose untimely demise I would care to mourn. The only alarming thing is how easily all this happened. I don't care for the thought that demons could come calling at my door at any moment. And just think, everyone had so much faith in the ward stones gifted by Iomede's herald, and in the might of our tamed dragon, as if there had been no Dresden or a dozen other routes where the demons overcame every defense.
Well, to be honest, he's actually right. Like, everyone had this faith, and he's like, I don't know, he's like right on one point. But he's like still, his comparison and stuff is kind of weird. It's kind of overkill. Okay, I guess I don't want to be like, I don't know, I want to be add to this guy.
Of course, where are my manners? There. You can also poke about the house and claim whatever takes your fancy. Though I imagine some of you already had that in mind.
I'm feeling very attacked right now.
Okay, you can go to the defender's house and the protection of your blade in the Eagle Watch. Let's go like
I
this.
thank you for the invitation, but I am not quite as desperate as I may seem. At times, it is better to be surrounded by the repugnant mugs of demons than the sour and dour physiognomies of Iomede's righteous paladins.
What about my physiognomy? Sour enough for his lordship? Don't worry, another few minutes with the dazzling count here, and it'll sour like week-old milk.
What's this? An attractive paladin with a sense of humor? You're a veritable walking scandal.
I get it. I want this guy.
Either way,
He
my
must be
mansion
my
is now
party.
safe.
He's great.
I have a pair of half-decent guards. I just need to drag them out of the storeroom and bring them to their senses. I ordered them to drink a love potion, you see? For reasons which seemed extremely witty at the time and in the state of inebriation I then found myself in. They can guard the house while
It's
the
like so
Devoured
fucking
Paladins
crazy.
beat back the demon assault. They will beat them back, yes? As regards myself, I feel like stretching my legs. I know rudimentary divine spells, I am no friend to demons, and I elevate any society that I deign to grace with my presence. I shall accompany you. Only for a short time, of course. I have no desire to remain at the vanguard for a protracted period. What say you, my ephemeral but highly diverting acquaintance? After all, Lord Descari spoiled my party. I now burn with the desire to spoil his.
Like, why does he say for a short time? Like, is this like, do I have him like, I probably have him like not the whole game. Yeah, I'm just do the
Capital.
deal.
Good
It's
acquaintances that begin
okay,
and
it's
end
interesting.
At just the right moment often leave the most pleasant memories. Wouldn't you say?
Hmm. Wow, who's the one I don't know what he's doing actually. I don't know his spells. I don't know what he's divine spells. He's probably some kind of cleric, isn't he? Let's just go like this for now. I want to check what he can do. Oracle. Oof. This was a class which I didn't understand, to be honest. This was like one of the harder ones. Okay, here's an oracle. Like, what can he do? Like, what is this? He has a spell book. He has divine spells and stuff. Let's just check. What can he do? Oracle. What does he do actually? He's like a cleric, kinda. Yeah, he's kinda like a cleric. What is this? Powerless prophecy. You can act to prevent it. Uncanny dodge. Uncanny dodge. Yeah. Moose toucher, Sada blooded. With dexterity and charisma, duration, persuasion, mobility checks. What is heritage? Ah, that's okay. Okay. That's the same from Asimov stuff. Atheism, emissary. Like he's a this is an oracle which is like kinda like a cleric. And it works like a cleric. Charisma. But for a short time, like that's sad. Yeah, what kind of spells does he get? Does he have like maybe some? What is this? From alignment, remove paralysis, sound burst, summon. Nothing too crazy. Just take hold person. Like this is always kinda useful. Neutral evil. Alignment.
I welcome your company.
He's like he has a stacks with spells, so he's kind of versatile. I have no clue. Kinda I need to try it. I kinda don't think he's like it would probably
Pretty good, aren't I?
wait.
You ask me.
There's nothing anymore. That's like the whole mansion. Okay, wow. Well, I still gotta say,
Oh, the waiting's never fun.
I think I don't need him actually as a character. Like,
I shall not fail.
I'm not really sure. Wow, I did even. Didn't even skill for anyone. Come on, I'm just like I keep forgetting like the important stuff.
I'll go ahead.
Okay, but I will switch him out. Like I don't think he's necessary. Maybe later on, but for now I don't. I'll just go for the switch. I'll get him out. Like do this one. I will give the spellbook spells of every character. Let's just check. Like she is something too. Like from what I'm thinking, I mean, Veil of Puzzle. I mean, I would go bless for her actually because like she's always blessed before the fight. She's always in front. He can go for the Bone Shaker and the Bone Shaker too, like 2 Bone Shakers. Mirror image. Yeah, we prefer mirror image. She can get the level 1 spells. This one, the main slots. That's okay. She needs more summon stuff. She gets restoration, that's great. We get 2 summon things. Like the best thing is like she should play summoning with buff. Like summoning and I think summoning and buff. Or is this like a good idea? Buffing and summoning together. Probably not. Because like summoning takes much time already. Like you need to. Yeah, I gotta decide this later on. She gets like 2 summons and she gets... I think I'll give her like the Bone Shaker too. You know what? I'm just giving a hold person. It's because you need it. He doesn't have anything like gold person. And she has like spells too, so she can get like 1 mirror image. That's... She can get 1 invisibility. What does glitter does? Oh, that's against skill checks. Stealth checks. 1 mirror image. She can get more magic missiles. Like, just magic missiles are awesome. Like, there's nothing to add to this. Like, magic missiles are like literally the best, one of the best spells in the game. Like, I guess. It is retreat. Grease summon monster 1. Just go for 4 magic missiles. This is a thing. But nah, I'm just going for sleep just because like some utility is always nice. I forgot about her spells. She has bless already. She can get... Remove fear? No, my body has remove fear already. Get 1 bane. You can get a summon monster, we can get another bless. That's more value, feels like. Like this. And we can get Days of Dreams. Oh no, that's like the single target one. Well, I have no idea. Just take Unbreakable Heart. I have no idea what to take on this one. Everyone has spells now? Everyone has spells now. Great. I guess that she has 5 spells and is like remove. She doesn't use much spells. Like the only thing she does is like buffing with body stuff, you know. Part. What did just pop up? I can see it. Wow. Wait, where we are? Oh, Westwood, Germs Mansion. Oh, Westwood. Tower of Westwood. Rooms. Mansion. Marketplace. That I don't forget it. Wolf. Oh. Go. Yeah, but I guess that's it for today. Yeah, I guess I've really got to fix the cam soon. It's like way easier for me to play with